So this video, I guess we'll call it like, why are there a lack of updates? As you can see, this is the kitchen. It's not painted yet. Should have been painted probably days ago. There are several reasons why. First, our wheelchair van, has been in two different mechanics off and on for the last week or so. So we haven't really been able to go get supplies for paints and stuff. And I had just gotten over a bout of pneumonia. Then my back went out. Then I got a second respiratory infection. And now I'm going through a gout attack. So our van had the alternator was going out, and that was actually also a big financial thing because they're about 5 times more than the last alternator I bought. And I knew some people that bought an alternator for a certain vehicle, and it was like $600 or $700. So I'm glad it wasn't that much, but we ended up having to borrow a lot of money for different things, that have come up, So we're financially pretty strapped right now, and pretty big in, I guess you would say, in debt, to family members, so we don't have to pay interest back or anything like that. But so why are there no other updates? So one day I went to the master bathroom and started cutting the subfloor out. One of the joists or whatever was in the way of doing the roll-in shower. So they needed an offset drain. And no one in the neighboring towns had one in stock. So he wanted to go to Jacksonville, or he might have went to Gainesville or something to get one. I'm not sure. So they basically came in here and worked an hour and a half for nothing, because once they found that, they just had to patch the floor and just leave. And when I had the other gout attack, the beginning of the gout attack, I should say, Natalie messaged the guy and said, he's not really going to be able to help you. The other volunteers are not coming on that day. And we found out that he was only going to work for like 3 or 4 hours anyway in the morning. So it would have been him by himself for 3 or 4 hours, probably not getting anything done. Next, we had kids that were sick, and our youngest kid was out for 5 days. So we had him a day or two before we could get to the doctor, because we were so busy. I tried to help with the kitchen and stuff, while he was home, while they were working. It really didn't help at all. He would not let me leave, not hold him, for hours and hours and hours. I tried to put him to sleep and everything. And so now, I'm in a gout flare-up. I'm not sure how long it's going to last. It's really bad and late at night and early in the morning. And sometimes it'll ease up a little bit during, the late morning, and 2, 3, 4 o'clock, it'll get bad again. So you never know if it lasts 1 day or 3 months, when a bad gout flare-up comes, when it happens. And so we just, we had volunteers, several, probably 2 to 3 volunteers that didn't show up. One group of volunteers were from, I guess, a homeless thing, so very you can't really rely on them, because they probably, I don't know what their living situations are. They have bicycles and stuff, and probably a lot of people that are, just out of jail or drug addicts and stuff. And that's fine if they're trying to straighten their life out and get, incentives for coming out and doing community work, whether it's community service ordered from the court or whatever it is. But, you know, one of the guys showed up one time. The other guy or two guys never showed up any time. Some of the other volunteers said a few times that they were coming and they just never showed up. So it's just, and a lot of people have been sick, you know, including us. So this is basically, and you never know when you go start tearing into a wall or floor or anything what you're going to find there. And if the local hardware stores don't have the parts, you might have to go further or order online or something a part, you know, and sometimes you just have to stop the job. So as far as painting, I'm not sure when we're going to paint. It could be days, it could be weeks, it could be months. You know, it would be really nice just to see the finished product, see if there are any bad spots that we really need to work on to, like these seams and all, to get right. But we'll see.